Hello everybody, welcome to Learn the Lingo. My name is Matthew, and this is the 8th video in our series in which we are learning how to read Hebrew. Today we are just going to learn one new letter, but this letter can make two different sounds and look two different ways. This letter is called Kaph and is the 11th letter in the alphabet, which means we're halfway through the 22. The letter Kaph normally looks like a backwards C. Before we learned that the letter bait makes two sounds, a b sound when it has this dot called a dagesh in it, and a v sound when it has no dagesh. The letter Kaph does the same thing. When it has a dagesh, it makes the k sound, and when it has no dagesh, it makes the same guttural sound as the letter het, which we will write here with the Kaph as a kh instead of ch, just to differentiate. One word which uses both sounds of Kaph is kaha, which means thus. This word starts with a letter Kaph with dagesh, and under that is a kamatz, k, ah. Then comes another Kaph, this one without a dagesh, which makes the guttural ch sound. Another kamatz is under this, ah, and the word ends with a silent hey, to show that the word ends with a vowel sound. Kaha, kaha, thus. The Hebrew word for because starts with a Kaph with dagesh, which says k. Under the Kaph is a hirik, which makes the E sound, and the E sound is the last sound of the word, which means that we must add a yud at the end to show that the word ends in an E vowel sound. K-E, key, because. The Kaph we've seen so far is the regular form of Kaph, but Kaph is one of 5 letters that also has a final form, which is what it looks like at the end of a word. Instead of curving to the left as if going on to the next letter, the final form of Kaph goes straight down below the line of writing. The final form of Kaph is also known as Kaph Sofit. Kaph does something else unusual when it is at the end of a word. It must always have one of 2 pronunciation markers, a kamatz or a shva. Let's see the Hebrew word for inu. This word starts with a letter bait with dagesh, and it has a final Kaph at the end of the word. And the vowel markers on these letters will depend on whether the U is feminine or masculine. If the U is masculine, we will put a shva under the bait and a kamatz in the final Kaph. This final Kaph will not have a dagesh. It's pretty rare to see a dagesh in the final Kaph, but you can find it in a few places in the Hebrew Bible. So, sounding this out, we have bait with dagesh, ba, shva, which ends the syllable, so this syllable is just ba, and then the final Kaph without a dagesh, which makes the guttural ch sound, and finally a kamatz, ah. Unlike het, a vowel in a final Kaph is pronounced after the Kaph sound, so we have the ch sound first, and then the ah kamatz sound. So all together we have baha, baha, nu. Usually, if the last sound of a word is the ha from a Kaph and kamatz, there will not be a hey after them to show that the word ends in a vowel sound. But it does happen sometimes, as in the word we just saw, kaha. Now moving back to the word inu, we're now going to look at the feminine version of this word. In this version of the word, the bait has a kamatz, and the final Kaph has a shva. So this will be pronounced bait with dagesh, ba, kamatz, ah, and final Kaph. There's also a shva in this final Kaph, but this shva is silent because the Kaph it is in is the second letter in its syllable. And when a shva is under the second letter of a syllable, it is silent. Now, it's not very common to see a shva on the last letter of a word. It usually only happens with a final Kaph and also some verb forms. So we have bait with dagesh, ba, Kamats, ah, and final cough with schwa, bach, in u, feminine. In review, today we learned the letter Kaph. When Kaph has a dagesh, it makes the k sound, and when a Kaph has no dagesh, it makes the guttural ch sound. When a Kaph is at the end of the word, it has what is called a final form, which looks like this, and the final form of Kaph will always have either a schwa or a kamat. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications so you can know when I make a new video. Also, I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a like and shared it with your friends who you think would like to learn Hebrew. Goodbye.